live stream now. So
it's coming, not yet, I don't think.
All right, I think we're live now. So want to thank all of you for being here, because remember, if you wasn't here, we wouldn't have a show. And so thankful for everyone that's here. Make sure that you share that link, if you would, with anyone you know, so we can make sure that you share that link, if you would, with anyone you know. What the heck so happened? We can make sure that you share that link, if you I don't know what happened there. Some way I got put onto the YouTube channel, the live channel, and that's not good. So let me get back over, see if I can get out of that, get back where I need to be. Oops, it's not
okay,
that.
while Milo's working on that, if you want to come to the panel, please raise your hand. Attendees, simply raise your hand and you can become a panelist. Thank you. How's everybody doing tonight? If you're doing good, thumbs up.
Pretty good.
Let's see thumbs up from everybody. Who's excited?
Hello, everybody.
Wave your hand like this if you're excited. That's all of us.
Somehow.
Hello,
We are all in such a great place,
Hello,
frankly,
Lynn.
and we are grateful to have each and every one of you here at the Julie and Milo show. We see so many familiar faces that are here every week, and we know one another. That makes it really special.
Dr.
So it's
Benny.
really, really awesome. Thank you for being here. Once Milo figures out how to inhibit that echo, we'll be rolling. But in the meantime, we want to let you know that we do appreciate you being here. We're in such a good place. No better place to be than in where? On Passive. So thanks for your patience. Okay, so who wants to come to the be a panelist? Raise your hand. You can still come over. You don't have to have your camera on, but it's a better view when you're a panelist. You can see everyone. It's a nice view. Thank you so much for your patience. All right, I see David Rosalski's coming in. Bill Bland. Be sure you have your first name, last name, and country indicated. Look at your name in front of you. If it doesn't have a country, please add your country.
All right, thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Lynn. I got it back going. So I don't know how that happened, but I some way ended up on the live YouTube. So all right, here we go. Let's start the show, the Julie and Milo show. Julie and Milo show is here today. You don't want to miss a single word they say. Bringing you founders from near and far. Listen as they tell you now just who they are. Listen to the stories and how they tell. In just 3 minutes how they're doing well. Telling us what it's all about today. And how they're loving that on Passive will Passive. It's here today on Passive. There's just no better way. Listen to the Julie and the Milo show, cause then you can be the very person you know on Passive. It's here to stay. Julie and Milo show is coming your way Wednesday night on Passive. Ah, yeah. Normally I'd say, Julie, take it away. But Julie's not going to be here today. She is busy. She's tied up. Her daughter is home from school, and she's having to teach her other daughter how to drive. And so we're going to be going on with the show here. First of all, let me say thank you to everyone who's here, man. We appreciate you being here. To talk tonight. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna talk about anything you want to talk about. We're gonna do it, and also we'd like to say we've got a couple people that help us all the time. Mr. John Barilla, he takes care of the back end for us. John, say something to us, brother.
There we go. Hi, everybody. I'm going to be looking in the chats, of course, of all the YouTube channels. I know you just had a little problem being on. I'm usually on at least 10 of those channels and the Zoom. I wanted to say, though, you know, I spoke too soon last Saturday. I came on and I said, hey, the chats are so good. Everybody's friendly and happy. I haven't seen a bet. Well, last night on Oh Bless, of all places, Oh Bless, I'm looking at all the YouTube channels, and I'm telling you, there were two bad guys, bad characters, or whatever you want to say, but the sex ads, I'm telling you, on almost every YouTube channel, not one or two, but 5 to 10 sex ads that I had to spend almost the entire evening. I couldn't even listen to the webinar. I was blocking sex ads all night. So I spoke too soon, saying there's nothing but good stuff on the chat. So we'll see what happens today. Right now, I'm not seeing too many people on the YouTube channels, but we'll see what happens.
All right. Thank you, John. Thank you, John. Hopefully that won't happen on ours. Anytime you got big numbers coming in, you have people wanting to jump in and do things. But thank you for all you do for keeping it clean and running a good back end. And next we have Miss Lynn Nakamoto. She's going to be helping me bringing people in, helping me watch, because I have a hard time multitasking. So when Julie's not here, I have a hard time. I rely on these other two a lot. Julie or Lynn?
Happy to be here. Looking forward to this great show. Let's go on.
All right. So now I found out that there's two birthdays today. Tim Dillon's birthday is today and Robin Noble's. So let's sing happy birthday. You guys keep your mic closed and I'll sing happy birthday. You can sing along with me. Just keep your mics muted. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Tim and Robin. Happy birthday to you. All right. And they're still young people.
Happy birthday.
I'll tell you that. And Robin, let's keep Robin in your prayer. She's going through some health things, and you know, we need to make sure we keep all of the on-pass people in your prayers, you know. So let's see, where are we at? All right, so what do you guys want to do first? You want to go right into talking, or do you want to hear the announcement I was talking about? Some people think it's not big. To me, it's big, but some people think it's not. What would you like to do?
I say announcement.
Anyone you want it, Milo? Let's start with the announcements, please.
Announcement.
So the announcement is that Julie and myself are going to go kind of different ways, you know, because she wants to go a certain way, and I got things that I want to do, which is good. That means we're growing. That means that we'll get double done. Now, it's not saying that the Julie and Milo show is completely done, because we will definitely be back to do all the founders once the launch starts. But for right now, for the next few weeks, we'll be going different ways, because I'm leaning towards, and I encourage all of you to pick something that you want to do and go for, you know, that. I'll be going towards entertainers. I'll be going towards churches, that type of stuff. And she's doing, you know, other things. She's into the support and live and, you know, stuff like that. So there's nothing, we're both good. We're friends. There's nothing between us. So I don't want anyone to get that idea. It's just that it came to a point where, hey, we want to do different things. She will be taking the Wednesday night. And I told her I will do it until she's ready, because she's got a lot of stuff going on right now. She'll be taking the Wednesday night. I'll be taking the Saturday. So that's the big announcement. I don't know. To someone, it might not be a big announcement. To me, it was, you know. So I wanted to bring that forward so everyone knew, you know, and knew what was going on. So nothing, like I said, we're both good friends. We're both still in it together. We're in it to win it. And it just means that now we got double. We'll be able to get double done, because she'll be able to do hers. I'll be able to do mine. All right. So that's that. And like I said, when it comes to the, you know, revisiting after the launch, we will still be doing as Julie and Milo the interviews with the people that we had did interviews with, so that you can hear the rest of the story, because that is going to be an awful, not an awful, that's going to be an exciting time for us, so we look forward to that. But for the next however long we got till the launch, we'll be both working in different directions. So, all right, that's that. So now let's see, we can talk about anything you want to at this point. So we're looking for hands to be raised. So whoever, there's one. We got Mr. David Otto from Canada. Come on down and talk to us, brother.
Hello, how's everybody? Hear me okay?
Doing good, David.
Okay, I was just thinking, okay, a lot of us don't know much about marketing. So I was wondering if there's maybe some way to hold a webinar to show some of us like what we should be doing, like what kind of link we should put out, where can we put them, to get people involved. Because I had a cab driver ask me, how do I get involved in that? And right now I'm told basically got to be put on hold because we're not taking any founders, but like we are looking for people to come in and join us and be resellers, right?
That's exactly right, Dave. That's what I'm telling everyone. Right now we're on hold. We don't know what's going to happen, when it's going to happen. If you read my post this morning about you came to the fork in the road, you didn't take it to Home Passive, there's still that chance to cut across before the launch, I believe. Now, I'm not 100% sure of this, but I believe that there will be a point where Mr. Ash says, hey, we're going to take on resellers now, and you can sell them a physical product, or whether it's you can sell them the software. I believe, that it'll probably be something like there'll be a physical product you can sell at that time. It will start putting them in your sales funnel and start doing it. Remember, everyone, nobody stress out about not knowing how to market, because you don't have to know how to market. That's what Own Passive is. It's all done for you.
Yeah.
But the same sense, David, I understand where you're coming from. Now, I do know that Mr. Ash, and I picked up on it when he said Academy, he was talking about Academy one day, and he says, there will be a marketing university in there. So to me, that meant that, hey, I think one of the first things that's going to be put in there is a marketing, how to market. And it'll probably be none other than the man himself. Can you imagine being taught by Ash how to market? He's the best marketer in the world. It's going to put you light years ahead of everyone else. I don't know that that's what's going to happen, but that's my thought. I don't know if any of the rest of the leaders on here have a thought. Marty, do you have a thought with that?
With Unpassive, yeah, Milo, there'll be something to teach people basic marketing, I'm sure. People will share ideas. And remember this, you get extra apples, put it back into your own business by buying more advertisement. That's all. Tell the company, hey, I will even drive more traffic to my site. Even if you make a site yourself, whatever. You'll learn more as we go. We all will. And it will be back there. There's ways to do all this. What we need to know now is, how does everything work? What are the free products? Because free products in this company will make you a millionaire. Because if you can bring people in free, eventually they're going to buy something. And once you bring them in, they're locked to you forever. So it's going to be simple. I'm not kidding. We've only just begun. The fun starts now. One thing, you're going to be making apples at the same time, maybe learning how to make apples quicker. So yeah, it'll all be there. I would suggest everybody reinvest in themselves.
If I want to bring somebody in free, what kind of information can I send them? Like a link?
There will be tons of stuff. There'll be many, many links. Okay. There'll be many, many, many. Yes, don't worry about that. Yeah. What you see right now is not what's going to be for us. I'm telling you right now. I mean, what I said on Monday, I let you go look at onpassive.com and look at the write-ups of each product. Yeah. It's there, but it's not the final site. Trust me, because what he said Monday makes everything obsolete. on passive.com. No doubt. But that's a good thing. Now I understand what they're doing. They're doing step by step. And when we get what it really is, you're not going to have to be a marketer to get rid of it. You're going to have to be a policeman to stop them from knocking you down. So
That's the truth, Marty. I think we will no longer have to hunt anybody. We'll be hunting. We'll probably want to turn our phone off sometimes. We'll be getting so many phone calls. And remember, David, one other thing is when this launches, and we don't know everything that's going to be, but we know that we've heard that you can buy more traffic. Now, if you can buy more traffic, I recommend everybody buy more traffic because that's going to bring more people into your funnel. That's going to bring more people there. But regardless what it is, there is no stress. There's no worry because it is all done for you. And just know that if you're engaged and you stay on top of it, there'll be things coming out. You know, there'll be people putting out how can you market to certain things on Academy. You know, I see that happening. I see because of the 1 million people that are talking, and you take the best of all those, I'm telling you, we are going to have a marketing machine and a half. All right, David, does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
All right, thank you. And next up, we got Miss Pam Stanovich from the USA. Come on down, Pam.
Hi, I just want to thank you guys all for everything you do. And it's amazing. I joined in July 2018, and what a journey. It's been amazing. All right, thank you.
All right, thank you, Pam. You said something that I love too, is you know, as a founder, we are going to be able to talk about the journey we've been on. There's been some funny times. There's been some times where we didn't know what to do. Sometimes we pull our hair out. Look at me and Peter. You know, we don't have hair no more. But anyway, it's going to be good. And when we go to the top, I imagine us sitting around as a group and just telling some of those funny stories and having fun, you know. So that's a good thing. All right, next up, we got Mr. William DeLong, the Marshmallow Man. Come on down.
Hello, Milo, and maybe Marty and Milo himself can answer this question. I have positions for my sisters, so I get their banking and the money goes into her account. And they say, "Where is this money coming from?" And then I can give them the products like on passive.com, and whatever products that they want, I can start them off with a product. And if they want to buy a reseller's position, they can. So that way, I'm not like giving it to them. I want them to learn what it is on passive. Is that a good way to do it? Or you have any?
William, the way I would do it, and I've been saying this for a while now, is I would never give away a founder's position. If you have a sister or someone, unless you really want to just give away a founder's position, I would never give away a founder's position. What I would do is keep your founder's position. When that founder's position generates money, which you know it's gonna very quickly, then you just buy them a reseller's package, or you buy them a spot so they can become a reseller. At that point, remember, they're going to get everything you do, but you still possess the founders because you're the one that went through it. You know, they didn't go through to be the founder. You know, you did it. So I think personally that you should hold on to your founder's position and then just buy other people. Peter, tell me what you think about that.
Absolutely, Milo. William, for sure, do not give away your founder position. If necessary, and they need the money, like Milo says, you can buy them a reseller position, but you know, sometimes things take a little bit of time. If they need income, you can put them on a salary or something from the position that you thought you're buying from them, temporarily till the reseller account kicks in, and they'll be happy that you bought that position for them.
I
That's
can
my idea.
come up with finances with the position.
Yeah, you can tell them, you can be honest with them. It says, I joined this company and I'm a founder in this company and it's generating some income. I want me give you a gift from some of the shares that I'm getting.
Yeah.
And that's as simple as that.
So I would believe that they would say to me, it's nice that I'm getting money, but where's it coming from? And I would say on passive.com, and I would show them the product tabs, the products, and the ones that they want, I can give them a buying the product itself, and then if they want the resellers, they can do it. Is that a way to go to?
Right.
Well-
There'll be a few products packaged together, and you can buy these products if those are the products they chose to. I don't know what's the future going to hold and what's announcement Mr. Ash going to say, but I don't know if the reseller position in the future will have a package where they would buy the whole thing, you know, like us, like founders. So
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to happen or not. We would have to wait for that. But yes, the idea that you're saying, if they have this particular product they're interested in, they can pick and choose, and you can buy that package for them temporarily till see what happens in the future.
They might want to buy the package themselves, because I believe if they buy it themselves, they will have the initiative of being a reseller. Because if you give it away, then they just throw it in the garbage.
Right.
William, yeah, whatever you want to do, you know, we really don't know exactly what's going on now. Personally, I think if you give them a reseller file, if you give them a reseller package, when money starts dropping in, that changes everything with everybody. If money's dropping into their wallet, they're going to tell other people about it. And that's what you want. You know, whether you let them buy in or you buy them in, I don't think it makes a difference. Remember, you're gonna need to do something with your money. And the thing of it is, with on passive, what we need to learn is as we give out, when we give out one, we get 3 or 4 back, you know, and it just multiplies that position. So that's what I would do. Now, one thing I would caution you also, if you're giving away money, if you're giving them money as a salary or something, then they're just spending that money. You know what I'm saying? They're spending that money. And the second thing is, when that happens, you are responsible for the taxes. If you were the guy who signed up for it, you are responsible. So if you give all the money to them, you know, without maybe you could do a 1099 to them. I don't know, but I would be very careful with that. But personally, myself, I would, you know, get them a position or whatever so that they can start. It's kind of like, you know, you can give a man a fish, or you can give him a fishing pole and tell him where the water is and tell him where to go fish. And the cool thing about this, remember, it's all done for you. So the guy doesn't even need to go fishing if he doesn't want to, because it will all play into it. I think they will over time. Does that answer your question?
Well, sort of. I just, when a position generates apples, like you do want to give them some sort of help if they need it, financial help if they need it. So I think that would be a way to go.
William, always think about, if you're like Milo was just saying, there is consequences obviously of income and you're passing on to somebody else. You're going to pay the taxes, but that
Yes.
might not be a big issue if you're generating a lot of income. But what I said earlier, this would be temporary. You put them on a salary temporarily till their reseller position is activated and start generating income for them, and then you can take away the salary. So it's just a temporary for a very short period of time.
If you give them some money or for financial aid, you would take 20% of it for taxes yourself.
Sure.
Can
Be safe.
I say something?
Yes, Marty, go.
Yeah, I want to make it easy for you, William. You go to chat to somebody, send them O Connect, you start talking to them on there. They're going to put their name and their email. They're in your business, and let them passive sell them the products. You go to your next friend and do the same thing.
So you can do that with your family.
You do that with anybody that walks the planet.
Yes. So that would be a way to go too.
That's the easiest way to go. Stop trying to sell it. Get them in. If they put their name and email anywhere in the free products, anywhere, they're yours for the rest of your life.
Okay. Thank you, Marty.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you, Marty. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, William. All right, let's move on to the next one. We got Mr. David Schweitzer from Kansas City. Come on down, brother.
Yeah, I got a question to ask, and I guess you don't know unless you ask it, but okay, Ash is, okay, we're done with the founders right now. And so we're going to keep putting links in our back office to use. So how are we going to use these links like advertisement and all this stuff? How are we going to use it? We can't put it on Facebook. Are we going to use it at YouTube to advertise on Pass-It, or is it automatically AI is going to take care of that? I mean, how are we going to advertise all the new links that we're getting every week in our back office?
May I answer that, Milo?
Sure, Peter.
Okay, so Mr. Ash said on Monday that all these links are useless. So
Okay.
they're there for basically for your entertainment, basically, because they have a duplicate. Each one of those, especially the last, since I think, was it 51, I think, 51 on, it just brings you back to what that site looked like. Okay. But other than that, you can see the progress of each site, what it looked like. Other than that, it's just for entertainment for you right now, because you can't use it for anything else.
Okay, I just thought I asked about that. I didn't.
Milo, can I add on that?
Yeah, just raise your hand there, Mike. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. So what we should also know, like, good evening, everybody. Thanks to all the leaders here. So what we should also know is that, like he said, the CEO is seeing at the company from day one of this journey, that the company will be branding us. So the company is not branding you with 52 links. No, it will be just one single link for you. So every domain, every account that you have, any founding account, we have just one domain name. So all those links, like Peter Sue is telling you, will be obsolete, right? So it's just one name, one domain name for everybody, for each account.
So what you're saying, every week we get one link for ourselves, then after the next week we'll get a new one, right? And then maybe that one will go away, or we keep keeping those links. We
don't know, David. David, that's not determined yet.
Okay, well, I'm just asking a question here. I don't know. So
yeah, no, that's not determined. We have to wait till Mr. Ash comes forward with it. Until then, there's no link that is going to work, because you can't become a founder and you can't become a reseller at this point. But I understand your question, because I have the same one. How is it going to work? What's it going to do? I have a feeling, like Marty said, once it launches, even before it launches, I believe that there's going to be that point. Ash has always said that there's going to be bonuses. And I believe that when the bonus takes over, he's going to have something for us to sell that will have a link in it that puts them back into our sales funnel that actually sells them on passive. And you don't have to do anything about it. It's slick, man. And it'll bring the people in for you. That's the way I see it. Is that okay? Does that answer your question?
That's fine. I was just curious about,
Yeah. I just don't think at this point any of us know, because we don't None of us have heard, so we won't know that till it's out.
And the most important thing, Milo, is what you really have to do is nothing.
Right.
It's going to build for you. You can do whatever you want. Look, I'm going to build different pages for me because that's what I do. But if you don't do it, don't do it. I would recommend very highly, as your team builds, whether you like it or you don't like it, it's going to build. If a person comes in and buys O Connect, I don't care what they buy, whatever package they buy, the opportunity to be a founder will be right in front of their face, or to be a reseller. So if they want to sell the products, they push a button, they're a reseller. Everything is done for you. Absolutely everything. You don't have to do anything. Now, if you want to speed it up and do stuff on your own, or you want to make your own page, there'll be templates there. Eventually, we're going to get a new website every day. And you say, what am I to do with it? You don't have to do anything with it if you don't want to. You have a blog, you can do. There's so many things you can do. But the worst thing you can tell somebody is tell them to share it. They won't share it. Don't say nothing. They get in, they're going to share it. Somebody gets a good deal, they can't help but tell somebody. It's just the way it is. So many people are going to get in just from word of mouth. I talked to Milo about it today. Company will bring in one, that guy will bring in three. Why? Because he's sharing it. Hey, I did Zoom. I'm in O Connect now. You won't believe what it can do. There's 20 people, maybe 100 people, just from one guy or one woman. Anyway, it's simple, just simple.
Absolutely, Marty. And the other thing is, like me and you talked today, is the part of going to the product, and the product is great, man. You love the product and all that's good. But when a person money drops into when ching ching goes into their wallet, you're not going to have to tell anyone about it. They're going to be telling people about it, because when they realize the more they tell, the more they share, the more it comes back to them. I see
Yeah, no doubt. IQs will increase minimum 25% as soon as Apple's dropping that bucket. The people get smarter every dollar. Guarantee it.
I agree, man. I agree. I think me and Marty talked today, and man, just when you think that kind of maybe where you're at a little bit, it gets bigger. And I don't think my little mind cannot comprehend. And I mean, I've got some big dreams, but every time I think about them, it's so much bigger. All right, thank you, David. We're going to move on to the next one. Miss Jeanette, Jean,
the dancing machine. That's the easy way.
Okay, Jean, come on down.
Hi. Well, what Marty said kind of segues into what I was going to originally say. When he was talking, as we've been talking with Ash, and things have been changing and growing and transforming as we learn more and more about the company. Ash is revealing more. The conversations are changing as we're growing and learning more. Marty said, you don't have to do anything, but I love marketing, so I'm going to do it. So that's what my point with your announcement, Milo, which is you're following your heart, and you're going to be working, with the entertainment side and what your strengths are and where your fun is and all those things. And Julie's going to do the same. And it's what we're all going to be doing. And that's what Passive is about. And what Ash has been saying is that it is enabling our dreams. If we all stayed in our little slots that maybe 2 years ago we set up, we wouldn't be growing. We wouldn't be following that and getting our best gifts out to the world, which is Ash's dream. It's our dream. It's so I am absolutely thrilled with your announcement. I think it is a big announcement, and I cannot wait to see the different things that the two of you bring out in these different venues. And I hope everyone does this. I hope I do it with, working with Renata in Croatia. Like, that is just opened up a whole world for me. And each of us is going to be finding and I don't want to say a slot, because I never want people to feel like they're just in one lane. right? But that we try new things, and with the support of each other, we're going to grow and grow, and it's just going to be exponential. So I congratulate you on this decision. I think it's fantastic, and I cannot wait to see what comes out of it. So yay.
Thank you, Gene. Thank you. And it is so true what you just said. I love what you said, because Own Passive is bigger than any of us. And I mean, it's everyone together. And when you think about that, there are so many of us that have different talents, that have different ways that we will be able to help. And when we help, everyone else learns those too. I mean, it doesn't get better than that. You know, if someone's working with, say I'm working with entertainers and you have an entertainer, well, hey, if you come over to that show, all of a sudden it makes it better. I see if you say if you were a dentist and you were working on a dentist, well, guess what? I see a guy down there I want to bring on right now, Mr. Bill Williams. He would be talking about dentistry. Bill, good to see you, Dr. Bill.
Hey, Milo, good to see you, man. I was just thinking about something. I'm thinking, where are we right now? You know, where is exactly where everyone is? And we're on the arc on passive. We're aboard. The door has been closed. Nobody else can get in, right?
Right.
Wrong. You see that blue circle on your logo behind you? All of us? That reminds me of a life preserver. If you kind of close your eyes and then open them again, you see a bunch of life preservers sitting in our background, right? That reminds me that we've got some pending founders out there that we can throw the life preserver overboard, tie it to that rope that's still hanging on to the pending position, and bring them in. So there's a chance that we can save a few more people who would like to be founders. So we're in a good place. They're not. They're floating in the rising water. So, hey, what could we do if we threw a few life preservers overboard? I've got a lot of friends that I signed up as pending founders that haven't joined yet. Can you believe people would listen to us and they wouldn't join? I mean, it's kind of shocking, I know. But we all have people that we invited and they didn't join. So there they have, another day or two, week or two, whatever Ash lets us have. I'm going to continue throwing life preservers overboard and hoping somebody grabs on. I'm kind of sad. When it came to the time where everybody closed up on Wednesday last week, I was sad because some of my best friends didn't join. Some of my relatives didn't join. And sure, I could support them by giving them a position, but I've not been inclined to be doing that because I have too many friends and not enough positions. But I like the idea that's been floated around because it kind of mirrors what I've been thinking about being a generous founder, supporting people. You know, it goes along with the old blessed concept, bringing people in as a reseller if they want in. I kind of have the feeling if people are not dedicated to want to do this, I would not want them in. They have to be dedicated to want to do something at that point. But I think we'll find that every one of these friends that kind of threw their hands up and go, it's not going to work out for you, I'm not getting in. I think they're going to be shocked. The size of this thing that I've seen, I was very calm most of the last 2 years, seeing what I saw because I understood everything Ash was doing of what I saw. But this last week, when I heard what he said Monday, it's the first time that I've been in On Passive that I got tingles. You know, he said things this Monday that are totally different about what's coming. And he always said it's going to be bigger than you ever know. But the type of things he said, they're starting to have a concreteness about them, I guess. So I've begun to dream again. When I retired from practice this January, early January this year, it's like one of my biggest dreams went away to do what I was doing. And I had on passive to refocus on, thank God. You know, if you give up a career that you've been doing for 40 or 50 years, what do you step into? And I've had so many of my friends who retired in my profession of dentistry, and they stepped into a hollow life. And I don't think any of us have to face the fear of what will we do when we retire. I think is a beautiful scenario. So I'm happy to be here with you guys. I'm happy to share. And I keep looking for things to make analogies of how things work. And then I'd like to share them. And Peter, how did you like the dancing ladies from Lebanon today?
That was awesome. So thank you for sharing that. I would love to see that in the main launch event when we're gonna show the whole world what OnPassive is. That would be something really unique to have something similar to that in that show.
You know, every time when I've been part of something major, some big event, they have entertainment. And so I think we should have a multicultural musical extravaganza to where we showcase the 6 continents and somebody represents different cultures and different things. And you just happen to see things that just blow your mind. We saw one today on a video, and I shared it with a couple of friends. But there's always something out there that's more amazing than you've ever seen before. That's what OnPassive about. We want to find the most amazing and put them on the stage with us to say, this is the OnPassive level entertainment.
Absolutely. Thank you, Dr. Bill. It's all about lifting people up, man. And that's what we're doing. And amazing stuff that Ash talked about Monday. I mean, when he made the statement, we're waiting on patents, and these are life-changing. It's the Edison, Ford, and the airplane. What do we have, man? We don't know what we have. I'm blown away by all of that. So let's
Milo, before I go, I just want to ask a question.
Okay.
I don't know the answer. I want to know more about OTT and OTV and the things that education. Does anybody have thoughts on that? Or are we going to get to that one?
I don't know anything about it. Marty, do you or Peter?
The only thing the OTT stand for is over the top. And that's the only thing I know. And I don't know what's behind that. We will see, my friends. We will see.
We just have to wait. Just have to wait. All right. Thank you, Dr. Bill. All right. Next up, we got Mr. Ty Young from the USA. Come on down.
Hey, I wanted to tell you guys something. I think some of you guys' personalities, man, these videos that you guys make is just wonderful. I mean, to be honest with you, OnPassive is great, but I think you guys' videos that you do is greater. Okay, and that you guys got personality, you got smarts, you're wise for being in this company, but you guys are very lovable. And I like it. I love it. Marty especially makes me laugh. Bill Williams. I've seen a lot of you guys' videos, man, and Jeffrey Morlock and all of them. Mike Ellis, I used to post a lot of videos on YouTube for Mike Ellis, and I wanted to be able to do that again and post everybody's videos on there that I liked a lot, you know, just something because I like to do it. I don't have a problem with it. And plus it would help promote everybody too, you know, hopefully. Anyway, that's what I wanted to do, but I don't have a way to take somebody else's video and put it on my channel. So I'm not finding that anywhere now. Because the ways that I knew how to do it.
Okay, you need to sing because now you plug your phone into my thing. It's gonna.
Somebody want to answer me?
Yeah. There's a lot of ways to do that, Ty. The one I use is DVD Soft. If you go to DVD Soft, it'll allow you to to bring a video over to your computer, and then you can load it onto your site.
DVD soft?
DVD soft, and it's
Okay.
free. It's free.
Okay, cool.
Hey, Ty, don't count yourself out. You did some amazing videos yourself, man, and we just all have to keep working, man. The people that I see on here, there is amazing people in On Passive. You know, everybody just does a wonderful job, and it's a combined effort. Remember, we're a family. There's no big eyes and little U's, man. We just all get out there and do it, and we all, build this thing. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ty. Thank you, Ty. We'll see you. Let's see who we got up next. All the way from Canada, Mr. David Otto is up again. Come on, David.
You gotta excuse me, I'm having sinus problems right now, so I'm off camera, but okay, I'm hearing a lot about wallets, and I don't have a wallet. Have I missed something?
No, absolutely not. You have not missed a thing. Just stay engaged. The wallet is coming. I think the wallet will be here, before the launch, some type of wallet anyway, where that we can test the wallet out, using and selling, remember Ash has always said that bonus system used to be $20. It's not that anymore. We'll be selling physical products, and we'll be getting a commission off of that. And I remember very distinctly, a year and a half ago or something, Ash has made this statement. He says, when you see your bonuses, a lot of the founders will not want to launch. It will be that good. So, I mean, you can do that, if you want to get the bonuses out there. Now, that's going to take some work. That's not all done for you, but I do think that it's going to be very easy to do that. But once it launches, then it's gonna do all the work for you. It will do, this is an amazing thing. If you don't know what you're in, let me tell you, you are in for the ride of your life, man, because it's just bigger than we can even think. Does that answer your question, David? You won't see the wallet till Ash comes out and says, hey, we got a wallet. It's not here yet.
I've been plugged in for over 3 years, just about every day. So
I know you are.
So yeah, I'm very excited, but like I still can't get the grasp. You know what I mean? It's just too big for me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I see you on all the webinars and stuff, so I know you're plugged in. So good. All right, David. Thank you. You will not see a wallet until Ash announces that there's a wallet, whether it's the old wallet or some kind of slim wallet or something, just to test the money flowing in and out. There will be one before the launch.
I want to say I love y'all. You're all my family.
All right. Love you too, man. Love everyone on here. Thank you, David.
Okay,
all right. Next up, we have from another Canada person, Miss Lisa McBride. Come on down, Lisa.
Hi. Hope everybody's doing fine. Us Canadians, eh?
Yeah, eh?
My question is, are we all going to be automatically on each other's mail list so that, like, if any of us buy something?
No.
I
don't believe so. I don't know why you would want that, or why anyone would want it. No, old mail is gonna be something just like, it's better than Gmail, so I don't want to compare it to that, but it's your individual. Whoever you talk to, whoever you have, you're going to have them on your old mail, but you're not going to have, all the founders. I mean, that would be, 1.5 right now. And at the end of, the year, what if we have 1 billion in, or at not the end of this year, but 1 year later, we have 1 billion in? No, it won't be that way.
Yeah. Okay. Because I was just thinking, like, if we're all on each other's list and we're all making commissions, like, I'm just trying to figure out how this gaming thing works anyway.
No, Peter,
I can't figure it out anyhow. It boggles my mind.
Let me add something to that, Lisa. Remember, there is 2 things that Mr. Ash always speaks about: safety and privacy. That we're not within On Passive, we're not going to use our personal data to advertise it elsewhere or to store it and use it for something like that. So each person that have Omail accounts, which is probably going to be different for us because we're going to have our own domain name. And with the domain name comes unlimited amount of emails. But regardless what it is, only if you give your email to somebody, and that's when they will have access to that. Mr. Ash is very big about safety and privacy, so that will never happen. That
Yeah, that's really
share
good. I'm
each
like,
other.
I'm really excited about the safety and privacy too, but I just was wondering how we're all connected. Like I just have, I stay up at night trying to figure out how this all gets together, but I'm excited. So thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you, Lisa. And guess
Have a good
what?
night.
We got another Canadian coming up, eh? Miss Karina Lance, come on down, girl. Talk to us.
Hi, Milo. Thank you. Hi, Lynn, Marty, everybody. Nice to see you guys. I know that we don't have to do anything. I'm just, I was wondering, Marty might be able to answer. I'm not sure, but when you have like, you know, a couple of counts, I think I have 6 or 7, but I got one given to me and I'm gonna, like what Milo had said, save it and then give it to them later. But do you have like the packages for the traffic? Would it be wise like to do all of the traffic for all of your accounts? I'm only using one, right? And I'm not going to be needing like all of the products for all of them, obviously. I was like, should I like do anything at all with them? Like, of course it's going to benefit if I do, but I guess I'm wondering, like, what should I do with those other accounts? And
I can answer that for you.
Paying for them as well. I was going to wait to pay for the first 2 and then wait to pay for the other ones when I get money in there.
Karina, I can answer that.
Okay.
I think that by all means, put as much traffic as you can on all of them, because remember, they're all building yours. Now, when you said you were going to hold it and then give it to someone, that's not what I recommended. I recommended you hold your founder's position forever. Never get rid of it. But what you do is you take the money coming into that founder spot and you buy a reseller spot underneath for it. Because remember, you're the founder, they weren't, you know, and so I wouldn't give up any of my founder spots. Now that's just me. And but traffic, I would always put as much traffic in it as you can, you know, and because remember, even those ones below you, when you put traffic in, that's building your number 1 spot too, you know, because it's all going to go up through that. Marty, you got something to say?
Yeah, I want to tell you what I have a few positions myself. What I would do when we find out exactly what kicks in infinity, whatever that number is. Let's say it's I don't know. Let's say it's 200 personals. The first thing I would do is I'd take my original account and at least get it to infinity, where I get 3 more from the company. Once I hit that number, then I would work on all of them and do the same thing, so that you're in infinity on each account. How you distribute the money, I mean, that's another story. But I'm just saying, knowing that when you can kick into different levels of income or deeper levels or whatever they're going to call it, I don't know. But I want to hit infinity on my main account, and then I can always kind of slide off on the other accounts if I want to. I hope that makes sense. That's me, but there's no wrong way to do it. But I would definitely go for, when we find out, hey, infinity's this, I want to get to that, because at that point they give you 3 positions that you don't even have to touch. And remember, your other channels are going to grow organically whether you like it or not. So, but you can move it, right? Get to that level, go to the next one, get to that level, and then start over again. Who knows? I don't know. There's many ways to do it.
Okay. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks for your time.
Love it. All right. Thank you, Karina. All right. And next up, guess what? We got another Canadian, eh? Mr. Richard Lamoth, come on down from way up in Canada.
I love all you beautiful men and women of the world from the bottom of my heart. You know, I've been listening to Ash since way back. And we're going to have each founder's position is going to have its own website or domain or whatever you want to call it. That little button that says become a founder, I think will probably change to become a customer. All the products, in my opinion, all the products are going to be in that site. The physical products and the IT products that we have are all going to be on our site. Now, he says our site's going to change every day. Yeah, not the name of the site, not the domain name, but the view of the site itself will change. That's what he meant. Like he said, we're gonna start with 1 week and then we'll go to whatever, from what I heard. And last Monday, I mean, I haven't been sleeping well since last Monday, because I mean, he did not blow my mind. He blew my whole body. When he said that that country was looking at Academy, oh my God. Now, that is something else. I mean, saying that, you know, all the kids have, what is it, an iPad or whatever. Just Academy by itself. I mean, you're talking about every founder being millionaires. I mean, there's no way out of it. Education is everywhere in the world. So, you know, and now that we no longer have founder's position, I don't know why we're going public. Maybe we prevent some of that stuff that happened yesterday if we were private for founders only. It's just a suggestion, but it's not because I don't like people. It's just that we don't need that kind of people in there wasting our time. But after listening to Ash on Monday, and I've listened to the video 3 times now, and every time I'm catching something else, and I'm scared to even look at it again, because right now I'm having a hard time sleeping right now. I mean, he blew me up 100%. And I love all of you, and big kiss and big hug to all of you.
All right. Thank you, William. Thank you, William. You know,
William.
Or not William, Richard. I'm sorry. Richard, thank you so much. You know, and you were talking about the website's going to change. The content on the website is going to change. So not as far as your name will still be richardlamont.com or whatever. But when you go there every day, it'll be something different. So people will see something different. Now, remember, each one of those is a sales funnel. So that also activates. So when people start looking for Richard Lamont, and all of a sudden in a year, you have 365 sales funnels out there. Do you think you're going to get more traffic? Absolutely. Now, one other thing I'd like to say to you is you were talking about the government coming in with O Academy. What I want everyone to realize is, do you know that when anybody comes in, I don't care if it's Mary Kay, if it's you know, Richard Simmons, whoever it is, it can be the biggest person in the world. Guess where they go? Underneath somebody. They will be put underneath. They will have to start at the bottom because it's date and time stamp. They will be in the bottom, you know, starting out there. Now, what does that mean for us that are already in? You know what? They might not come under you, but maybe they come under 10 people down from you, and it flows right up through you. This is bigger, much bigger than we think. Like I said, you know, and as you come, as it comes up through there, man, we are all going to be blessed. And when you talk about, you know, that you can't buy your way in, Ash has said, you know, no, there will be no buying your way in. If you come in, you're going to come in where you come in, and it's going to be date and time stamp. What do you think of that, Peter?
Absolutely, Milo. You know, just in case some of you don't know where the country that Mr. Ash was talking about, Kurdistan, that's the northern part of Iraq, just so you know. And actually my wife is from there. And I believe Academy is going to be big, really, in that area, in Iraq, in northern Iraq. Academy is going to be one of the most wanted products around the world. Universities, countries, not just university, I think is going to end up being replacing the education system eventually. It's not going to be 1 or 2 years, but I think down the road it's going to be something really super big. And I believe, Mr. Ash, I was trying to find my notes actually to look at the numbers. I don't want to misspeak. I believe he says one country alone, Academy, or the education system, is worth market value of $32 billion, just one country. So you can imagine what's behind the curtains when you open it up to the world. I can't even comprehend that, to be honest with you, Milo.
I hear you, Peter. That is true. Now you throw in the fact that, you know, everyone that has a how-to video, and I don't care if it's how to garden, how to paint a house, how to play the bass, how to play the guitar, they're all going to be on there. People will put those on, and that will drive traffic to it. It's going to be a wonderful thing. I'm with you. I believe, you know, Academy is going to be one of the big ones, but every time I think one is the big, then I think on something else, and I'm like, oh my God, this is too, you know. And it's crazy where we're at. I believe that, you know. So good. Thank you, Peter, for sharing. All right, next up, hey, we got a USA. All right, Mr. Leon Holiday from way down in California. Come on down, brother, and talk to us.
Hey, Marlo. Hello, everyone. I'm glad to be on you guys' show. And Joshua and I are now on the road. We're in Oregon at a KOA campground, enjoying the weather. And so what I want to mention is that like Academy, what the guy was just mentioning, it's so amazing what Academy can do and all the ideals that behind it. And one of the ideals is like, I didn't even think of the country. I mean, I thought of the country Iraq, but I didn't think of any Providence. I just thought of the whole country because there's countries where they don't let women go to school or get an education. And some people, even parts of Mexico where kids only go to certain grade level, and then they have to pay, the parents have to pay, and sometimes they can't afford to pay. And even here in the United States, in the school district that my son goes to, they give the kids hotspots and they give them a MacBook because, you know, we having pandemics and pandemic-like symptoms and things. We never know anymore when we're going to be shut down. And Academy is going to play a major, major role because I can see how that can help every student, every kid. And adding that with Bless around the world, instead of, you know, some entertainers and some people like Oprah and can go build a whole school in other countries like in Africa. Imagine you for Bless, you just asking for a MacBook and a hotspot. That's cheaper than building a whole school. Matter of fact, you can educate a lot of people than building a whole school with a hotspot and a MacBook compared to trying to build a whole school, and you can still get your education because they need that hotspot to get the Wi-Fi so they can go on the line. And I just want to say one other quick thing with and I try to say this a lot. I know there's companies out there trying to build diversity in the workplace, and a lot of big companies got in trouble with diversity. Amazon, you know, Microsoft and Facebook. We already have a large company and we have diversity in every aspect, men, women, young, old. We have diversity in all nationality, everywhere. And I love it when I see it. I love, and we don't have a lot of millenniums yet, and millennium we may have them sign up as one of the parents, but like you say, when we build it, they will come because the millennium will pick and choose what they want. Some of them will pick everything. Some of them will just pick whatever popular amongst the millennium, and they will just blow this up even bigger. So not just that country, I can see everything we have has a place for it. And I can see us moving forward in many different areas. And I just wanted to throw that out there and say hello, everybody.
Thank you, Leon. Thank you, Leon. That was good stuff. And it is true. And this is one of the things I like to say a lot that we kind of sometimes might forget about. Remember, only 59.2% of the world gets internet right now. What happens when 100% gets the internet? Do you think that's going to change some things? Do you think that's going to change some countries? Absolutely. These countries that never could have a school, now they just need a laptop. They need internet. Well, guess what? They get that. Now they get, they have their World Bank because they have a wallet in it. It's going to change everything, people. I mean, there's going to be more music sold. There's going to be more schools attended. There's going to be more things built that we're going to come up with some, brilliant people, a lot more brilliant people, because they learn from everyone and share. I think it's going to be incredible. Thank you, Leon, for that. All right, let's move on to Mr. Ronnie Aquino from the Philippines. Come on down, brother. This is my big brother right here. Maybe little.
Kind of nervous. This is my first time to get into any show. So
oh man, come on, brother. I know you got it.
So I just wanted to say hi. It's been a while since I really I've done anything, but I'm very excited with what's going on. Again, I just wanted to say hi to everyone, especially my brother Milo. Excited to see what's going on, and I'm very excited. It's hard to wrap your mind around everything, but I'm just watching and ready to plug in. And when this thing launches, we're ready in the Philippines. So again, I just wanted to say hi to everybody, and God bless you.
All right, thank you, Ronnie. Thank you, Ronnie. It's not the first time your name's come up or you've been mentioned. All of you has heard me tell on the show before, don't be like me. Make sure you tell all your friends about it. Ronnie Aquino is the guy that I didn't tell about it. I went back, I looked, I said, man, I know I told you. He calls me up, he says, remember that, Ronnie? You called me up and said, hey, I want to tell you about a company. And you go, Own Passive. And I go, what? I'd already been in 2 years, so that's why it's important to always tell people, man. Love you, man. Love the job that you're doing, brother.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
All right. Appreciate you. Mr. Ronnie Aquino from the Philippines. I think you have a church too, right, Ronnie, over there?
Yes, I'm helping build church here. So our goal is to build 10 churches. So far, we have built 1 and 2 is ongoing since I came back here in the Philippines. So we have 7 more to go, and they would basically carry the torch of whoever we had helped built the church. They also would carry the torch of building more churches. So that's kind of exciting. And Bless would definitely be one of the tools that we could use to fulfill all this vision and mission to help many more churches in the Philippines.
Absolutely. Thank you, Ronnie, for coming on and sharing. Keep doing what you're doing, man. We love it. All right. Ronnie from the Philippines. All right. Next up, we have Roger Wanji. Roger Wanji, USA. Come on down.
Thank you, Milo. Thank you. Good evening, everybody. Marty, Milo, thank you for all you do. I have a question that I'm sorry for bringing that question up. I was in the Zoom yesterday, but they didn't have enough time to answer my question. I have somebody that shared the on passive wave. We registered 11 names for her. When I got to the 10 name, I made a mistake. My question is, when they say they're not going to change the email, does it mean that that account is gone, the person will not get it? Because I'm trying to reimburse her the money since I'm the one who made the mistake. Or will
Roger,
it be?
that would be a question for the support group. This is not anything for support, so we wouldn't be able to answer that. You'll have to go on Monday and listen to it, or send Marty or Julie.
Yeah, I sent the letter to the support. They told me that they cannot change the email. Yeah,
Well,
so
that's, I mean, if they told you that, I sure can't do anything about it. But we don't take support questions on the show. We're only here, we want, just small questions or stuff like that, maybe of what's going on, but nothing with support. So you'll have to go on Monday night and hear that. So thank you for your time, Mo. All right, next up we have Mr. Bruce Gerstein from Florida, USA. Come on down, brother.
Hello, Milo. Hello, all the wonderful Pasavians. I want to thank you for hosting again, Milo, as you always do. I'm looking forward to your new concentration on music. And I had a couple of questions and a couple of statements to throw in here.
Okay.
I think that the first thing I want to say is what I think I'm doing now is just putting information onto my site and letting people know what's going on with this. So eventually, when they ask me questions, I can let them know when we finally launch. It's here in a real sense. But my question has to do with, because I think a lot of people, many times, and myself included, get confused with the difference between a founder and a reseller. And we are all customers and we all become resellers. But the founder position is paid for once they are a reseller. Does the reseller who comes in now, once we launch, will they also get paid in the same way, or will they be paying a regular monthly, like we get paid on a monthly? You know what I'm saying?
My understanding is everyone, if you're a founder, you are also a customer and you are a reseller. You cannot be a founder without being both of those. So you get that whole package. Now, if you come in as a reseller, you're not going to be a founder. There's no more founder positions available. So if you come in as a reseller, my impression is that you do get paid basically the same amount as a founder, with the exception of the founder has a lot more perks that the reseller will not get. But as far as the actual commission on the product, I believe that will be the same. Now, if you come in as a customer and you don't click the box as a reseller, then all you can do is you can get your money back, whatever you're paying for subscription. So if you're paying $300 a month, you get $300 a month. And when it comes to that, you're done, unless you add more products, and I guess it would go higher. But you don't get anything more than that as a customer. You don't benefit anymore. So it's very important when people come in, you want them to click that resellers. It's going to be a big thing for them to do it. Now, I will tell you, big companies will not click that resellers because they don't want to be a reseller. They look at it and say, I can get Zoom for this much, but I can get this for this much, Connect for this much, and there's no comparison. So they're going to buy that. Internet, same way. So they're going to buy all of these products, and get them. And then as people come into their system, it will pay all of that over time, and they're not going to pay for it. Peter, you got anything to add to that? Or
yes, I do actually, Milo. Bruce, good questions. In regarding to the biggest difference between a founder like we are and a reseller. Okay, we as a founders, we're gonna have the paid traffic that Mr. Ash promised us, the marketing campaign that the reseller will not have. This is strictly for the founders. So your account's gonna grow faster. There is more apples gonna come to your account as a founder faster than let's say reseller. Okay. Now, we know that we've talked, at least in the past, that the founder position in the very first month is going to be $300 or so, somewhere around that. Okay. And you get the whole product. Okay. We don't know if that's going to apply to the resellers in the future. Okay. So they might have to pay different prices than we do. And since we are getting the traffic, this is in addition, the marketing campaign, in addition to the traffic, we pay with our package, okay? So the traffic that we're gonna get basically twice as a founder from the marketing campaign and the traffic, okay? Their account is not guaranteed that they're gonna pay not only the first month, it could be they might have to come out of pocket more than just 1 month, okay? But for us, the founders, Mr. Ash mentioned several times before that would be one time out of pocket. So that's huge difference, Bruce. I hope I answered your question.
I think so. Here's one other thing I was thinking. With O Academy, it's internet, and this teacher will see all the students, and he will know their facial things and whether they're paying attention and all that. One of the drawbacks of basically, let's call it, schooling, homeschooling, which is what this is in a sense, is that there's no interaction between students and homeschooling. And one of the important things for children, especially, is socialization. So do you think that there will ever come a time where all those students who are around the world, just like we're around the world, one thing that's important is one of the beautiful things about us is there's an old expression, our diversity is our strength. And the same thing can happen with children. When children around the world get to know each other, there can be a strength in knowing each other and learning their culture. So do you think that maybe somewhere Ash will figure out how there'll be an intimate way that the students in classes can interact with each other through OnePassive?
Bruce, okay, so, homeschooling is not something new. This is happening all over the world. There is, I don't know a percentage because I didn't research it, but there is quite a few people that do homeschooling for their children. Now, the interaction with other kids in their age is extremely important, okay? So what is happening, there is groups all over the world they actually do like field trips and get-togethers and parties and what have you, activities to basically what your concern is the interaction with other kids at their age. So that is already out there somewhere. I'm sure as the homeschooling gets bigger, these groups gonna get larger and larger and will be more well-known. But I'm sure a simple research on Google probably you'll find that these groups already exist.
Well, what I'm thinking is because of the security that we have, and is there a way for children when they interact through Academy, if they will be safe and secure?
Bruce, I'm sure that will. That's one of its main things. Remember, is privacy and security. So Ash is not going to do anything that wouldn't be safe and secure for the children. So yeah, I'm sure that's going to happen, and I'm sure that as we go along, a lot of these programs, remember, whatever they start out as is not where they're going to end up, because there will be features added. And remember, the cool thing is you no longer have to you don't have to upgrade your software. In other words, if you're on Academy 4.0 and they make an upgrade and it's 4.5, all you do is click on the button and you get it. It's free. So you don't have to do that. Make sure.
I was also thinking that for sure OConnect will interact with dramatically with Academy.
Yes, it will. I'm sure all of them will interact exactly with everything, you know, and it'll get better over time. Did we answer your question, Bruce?
Yes, thank you, Milo.
All right, thanks, Bruce. All right, next up we got Miss Dr. Benny from the USA. Come on down, Dr. Benny.
Good evening. Thank you so much, Brother Milo, for giving me this opportunity. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to my brothers and sisters. I want to take this special moment. I don't have a question, but there are some people that I want to give thanks to them. You guys remember when we used to have, well, when we moved from Go Founder to O Founder, from Go Founders to O Founders. So a lot of people had problems with their emails, right? And even though it has been resolved, but I had some of the leaders who really, they were really in charge. They helped me a lot. So to tell the truth, I want to really acknowledge them. And I want the whole world to know these people who helped me. I want to really, really thank each and every one. This person, his name is Brother Peter Soros. You were there. You were there when my team members, they were giving me headache. I cried, you know, I always cry, right? I came to you and you supported me. I want to thank you for everything you have done. For real. I want to thank Brother Matty, Dr. B. Williams. I want to thank our tech department and our tech brothers and sisters in Hyderabad for everything that they have done. I believe that we really have to keep thanking them, because if it wasn't for them, we will not be here. But most importantly, we want to thank our CEO, right? Because if it wasn't for him, I will not be communicating with you guys today, this evening. I really want to also thank our God for allowing him to come and introduce this opportunity to all of us. But remember, there was something that he said. He wants you, me, all of us, right, to work as a family, right? I would like all of us to continue to do something for him. Let us work as a family. We are at the triple top. Thank you so much. I want to thank each and everyone. Let's continue to be family. Thank you, Brother Milo. Thank you, Sister Julie. Thank you to Sister Etel and Nongene for all your support. I love you guys. Please, let us work as the family. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Benny. That's good words. That's good words. We should all, you know, we're not all going to agree on everything, but just know we're in a good family. Let's just all go our ways, and, you know, it's good. It's good just to love everybody, man. All right. I don't see any more hands up right now, so I'm going to call on Engineer Mike. Are you still here, Engineer? Yeah, there you are. Come down and talk to us for 3 minutes, brother.
Oh, wow. Thank you very much, Milo. Thank you, all the leaders. Every day when I get up and I see where I entered on passive on the 17th of November, 2020, from that time to now, I've been listening only to great speakers in on passive, great leaders, Peter Soro, Dr. Bill Williams, Michael Ellis, Marty DeGamo, Red Reference, Chris Johnson. You know, these are the people who, when I entered, I went to the back office. I got some videos from them, and it triggered me, and it just gave me hope and gave me that conviction. Being in the IT field, I was so able to make it where I am today. I just want to thank all of them, Jeffrey Morlock again, Dr. Bill Williams, everybody is a great leader in Passive, right? Peter Soro. The only thing we needed is just that spark, right? So the spark came and everybody went so wild and well, in a good way. We just want to thank everybody because you cannot come and sit and you listen to when Mr. Ash is talking about his technology, then you just sit there. It sparks you. I mean, when you go and listen again 2-3 times to that recording, when he says something convincingly and what he knows about it, which we don't ever know anything. We in the technology field, in the IT industry, we are just imagining, right? To match it with what we have, because it's something that has never been done before. It's a brand new technology, 21st century cutting edge technology. We just want to thank everybody. I mean, all of us that used to come to these shows, all of us that used to go, rally together and support each other. It is not easy, right? People leave their jobs. Right now, I'm talking here, I'm at my job, but people leave their jobs to come, So just want to thank everybody for the support, and let's still keep together and wait for those days ahead. They are still coming. Like I said, let's start being more active now, try to learn this product because we'll be able to sell them to people. We'll be able to market them to other people. Thank you very much, Milo.
Sorry about that. Thank you, Engineer Mike. That was great. I see another guy we'd like to hear from today, Mr. Harold Fox. Come on down and talk to us. Oh, I'm sorry, Peter Schuer's hands up first. Peter, go ahead, brother.
Oh, that's okay. If Harold want to go first, he can if he wants to. But since I got my mic open, I'll talk.
Okay, go
Is
ahead.
that okay with you, Harold?
Go ahead.
All right. So there is a couple sentences that Mr. Ash talked about on Monday that I like to. First of all, I want to thank Dr. Benny and Engineer Mike for the kind words. I just try to help as much as I can with everybody. So I do appreciate each and every one of you. As long as you are present in this webinar or any webinar, especially the one that Mr. Ash speaks, you are a leader. So you're all leaders in here, and I love seeing every and each one of you in here all the time. You're like family, like Dr. Benny saying, we are family. The things that I want to talk about is what Mr. Ash talked about toward the end of the webinar on the round table. It says you need to be yourself. Okay. Remember he mentioned the gentleman that was working for a hotel in Four Seasons, and then the same person, the same salary, the same everything, they put him in a different hotel and he did not thrive like he did in Four Seasons. Why is that? Because they allow him to be himself, and he was more creative and able to do over and above what he was supposed to do. So that's what I'm asking, and Mr. Ash said it on Monday. I'd like to each one of you, just be yourself, be who you are. Each one of us are a different person, but we still one family. But when you are yourself, your creativity will go a long way. That's one thing. And then the last sentence that Mr. Ash spoke about on Monday night, he says, fly like an eagle. And remember what the previous week he talked about, where the eagles, obviously, we all know he soars at very high level when they fly. So he says there is a crow that can come on the top of the eagle and start biting him, trying to kill him, right? But what the eagle does, he doesn't get distracted by the negative, the crow on top of him trying to kill him, right? He keeps soaring and soaring and soaring. Well, the crow cannot take the heights that the eagles fly into, and they end up falling off. So I want each and every one of you to be an eagle and fly high and stay positive. God bless you.
That's great stuff, Peter. I love both of those analogies. They're beautiful, beautiful. All right, Mr. Harold Fox, come on down, brother, and talk to us.
Thank you, Milo. Good evening, everyone. This past Friday, we were listening to the text, and I usually go on my dashboard at least once or twice a day. This one gentleman came on and said he goes on at least 10 times a day. I said, whoa, wait a minute, there's something here. But since we've had this time to, just trying to figure out where we're going, I've been learning the products. The products, it is abundance of information about the products. And the thing is, this is just only the surface stuff. Once we know this, and when we get into the actual products and what all they can do, it's going to be amazing. I mean, I'm just amazed at the number of products we have and what the function of each one is. And it's growing. And you got Milo and Jane at a poignant point where once you get your niche, once you find out what you want to do in this program, you can do it. I have something that really strikes my fancy. I'm going to hold on to it, but that's where I'm going to. And I see that I can do anything that I want in this program. And I want to thank you guys for letting me share. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Harold. And that's exactly what Peter was saying. Be yourself, man. We're all going to go a different way. That is the beauty of On Passive, because we can all go our way and we can, make things and do things the way we want to. And it's going to be a wonderful day. And we can all learn from each other. How cool is that? You got one right now, 1.5 million, but you're going to have billions in there. So, all right. Next up, we got Mr. Robert D. Oakes from Canada. Come on down, brother.
Hi, everybody. Great to be here. And we're going to let this Canadian get away without saying something tonight for sure. I just want to say thank you, Peter, for the encouragement. It helps out a lot of people, get their nerves up and come on here. Like, I'm not a speaker by no means. I was a worker, and I was always thinking, to make things better, and anything I can do with anything abroad, any projects or anything that we have with Passive, I'll be right in there, and I'll give a few words or look over some blueprints and see we can make big changes, or that's what I'm here for. I just love all the products that are coming out. I mean, they're going to be so handy, way better than what I imagined from what it used to be and being management and stuff. So I'm looking forward to it, like everything here. So that's all I wanted to say. And thanks again, Peter. And Chris Johnson got me off the back of the fence here about a year and a half ago or something like that. And then, I've been trying to get a little on and on, try to get it more relaxed. And I am a little bit. So thanks again.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Robert. Yeah, it's great stuff. And you did wonderful speaking. You need to come out more often and talk, man. Remember, we get more and more, and we start to come forward. It's a good thing, more people, good thing talking. All right, we're going to have Mamoto, and after Mamoto, if it's all right, I'm going to sing a song for you guys. Mamoto, come on down from the USA.
Yes, Mr. Milo. Good evening, everybody. I just want to say thank you very much, you and all webinar organizers. I don't have, I'm sorry, my resident is crying for something. I just want to thank you, all the webinar organizers, because, I work 24/7 for now. And if it was not your organizing of these webinars, I will not be able to get the knowledge I have gained since I became a founder 2 years ago. So I just want to use this opportunity to thank you and thank all the webinar organizers that they've helped me to know more about my company. And I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. God bless you, and I'm with you all the time. God bless you.
All right, thank you, Mamoto.
Down, please. Okay, mister, I'll be there.
Thank you, Mamoto.
You're welcome, Mr. Milo. God bless you.
All right. All right, let's move on. I'm gonna sing a song for you. We've been talking about, you know, the eagle that flies, and you know, I want every one of you to know that every one of us we have a friend in each other, you know, and I want to sing this song, if it's all right with you. I want to sing "You Got a Friend in Me." Let's see if we can get it rolling here. I think we can. Oh yeah, there we go. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, just remember what old Milo said. You got a friend in me. Yeah, you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got trouble, well, I got them too. There isn't anything that I wouldn't do for you. We'll stick together, we can see it through. Cause you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Now some other folks might be a little smarter than I am, bigger, stronger too, maybe. But none of them will ever love you the way that I do. Just me and you as the years go by with on passive. Our friendship will never die. You're gonna see, 'cause it's our destiny that you got a friend in me. Yes, you do. You got a friend in me. Let's talk about on passive. You got a friend in me. Oh, yeah. You got a friend in me, and I think a whole bunch of us will sing that. So that is a beautiful thing about on passive. You know, we can all be friends. And when you combine something together like that, I'm telling you, there's nothing that we can't do. We will change the world. It's not we can change the world. We will change the world if we have that mindset and all of us are together on it. You know, it's just a beautiful thing. So be friends with everyone. All right, let's go next to Mr. Tim Dillon. Come on down, Tim.
Hello, Milo.
Hey, Tim.
It's great to see all you folks. You're so wonderful and you're so knowledgeable. And I thank you for the birthday wishes. You know, we have something that is so historical coming to us. I hope that we can take the time to reach out to people who are smarter than us, because I'm not all that smart. And I've already talked to my lawyers, I've talked to my accountants, and they have suggested many ideas that I did not know about. That's a very wonderful thing to have a plan. We're going to be able to help a lot of people across the globe. And oh my goodness, is it going to be fun to do? So I ask you, all these panelists and all these wonderful founders with all their knowledge, reach out to people who know how to help. Because if they help you, you can help them. I think this is a big part of what we're doing and what we need to do. And you guys are so great. I don't know what more I can say, but please reach out to those people who know more than you about some of these things so that you can best help others. What a wonderful trip we're on. Buckle up, get ready. It's going to be fun. Have patience, dream, and be yourself, as Peter said. Peter, great words. Many of you had great words. It's hard to pick one person out. Thank you so much, people.
Absolutely. Thank you, Tim Dillon, for those good words. It's so true. This is one of the things that I see as a huge thing for advantage for being in on passive. Okay, if you're in on passive, I'm sure that Academy, there's going to be someone that is a attorney. There's going to be someone that's an accountant. And guess what? They're going to help us all out because they want us to come there. Whether we have to pay for it or it's free, it doesn't matter. You know, we go there, we get the information that we need, and it'll save us a lot of money. And remember, if they're working mainly on passive, they know everything. They know, hey, we can do this or we can do that. And over the years, when you fine tune that up, let me tell you, it is going to be a beautiful thing for us, you know, as founders, you know. So it's going to be just a great thing. Okay, next up we got Miss Frances Shaheen. Come on down. Talk to us.
Hi.
Hey.
Hello, everybody. I know all the faces. You guys are just awesome. I want to start with Academy, and that's what magnetized me to Unpassive and all founders. So when Ash mentioned that, or when I joined in 2020, and I heard that word, okay, now a little background. I have taught second grade, middle school, high school, college. So when you say education, I am listening. So Academy grabbed me from the beginning, and I have been patient, waiting, because I have my online courses mapped out. Somebody wanted to charge me $4,000 in 2020 to let me use their course to create my course. But when I found out that all I had to do just pay $102 with 97 and 5, and I can have my own course or courses. It's like, excuse me, give you my hard-earned money, $4,000. And even at that, I have no website. You don't guarantee me anything. So I just said, you know what, I'll pass. And I just want to thank Ash Mufara and all of you amazing leaders for everything you have been doing so far. I mean, sometimes we're in the background, but we see you guys. We see your marvelous, incredible, amazing work. So we are blessed. And I do want to add a little bit about how Unpassive is changing me. So I started my PhD, and of course I've been teaching English and literature and all that for all these years. So I started my PhD in literacy actually. But then when I got to Unpassive, all these ideas started coming to me like waves. Now, first, oh my God, I'm going to start a nonprofit, of course, and use Obless, check. And now I changed my PhD program in the middle of it from literacy to criminal justice, because that's how much Unpassive has opened my eyes, changed my world, and pushed me to go beyond what I usually would be my comfort zone. Literacy, education, English, yeah, beautiful. But I have so evolved in 2 years that it's just amazing. So I grow every day with Unpassive. So thank you guys. Thank you for everything. I'm so blessed. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. That ends the show. We're not going to take any more hands. I want to talk to a couple of the founders that are still here. Give them just about 3 minutes to talk. But let's first start off with Mr. John Barella. Thank you so much for helping us out tonight. John, come down and say a few minutes.
Oh, sure. Hi, everybody. Oh, you're welcome, Milo. It's pretty good today. Everybody was pretty nice and happy in the chats. No weird problems. Let me just think for a second. I heard Red say earlier today something I thought was good. There's a lot of folks that after we've heard what we've heard recently from Mr. Ash, most recently, there's a lot of folks that are hearing what they want to hear or not hearing what they want to hear. And so there's a lot of questions and things going on now with a lot of folks in particular that are saying, what do we do now? And we're talking about that a lot. At this moment right now, we just need to relax a little bit, stay plugged in, keep paying attention, and enjoy these next few days and whatever's coming up. And like right now, as you'll notice, we have our webinar today. We have another one. There's a webinar right after this, but tomorrow and Friday and Saturday, there's the big event in UK, but most webinars are canceled for a few days. So other than enjoying Saturday's big event and go and enjoy that, we can just relax for a little bit and then we'll get back at it like early next week after 4th of July period of time. Just relax, everybody. That's all I have to say.
Thank you. Thank you, John. What time is that show in?
It's in I don't remember at the moment. It's in the afternoon for my time, Eastern Standard Time or Eastern Daylight Time. We could check real easily. It's in the back office.
Standard Time. I know that one.
12 noon, Milo.
12 noon Eastern.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So 12 noon, and we should be on from 2 to 4. So 2 to 4.
Right. We'll be there 2 to 4. Right.
Cool. All right. Let's move to the next one. Let's cut it down to 2 minutes. Mr. Engineer Mike, come down and give us 2 minutes closing thoughts.
Okay, thank you again, Milo. I just want to wish our founders that everybody should plug in now. And I'm thanking to our leaders. Just plug into your back office. That is where every good information is coming up. You wait to go to Red Reference live, Marty DeGamo's live, Chris Johnson's live. This is where we can get more information in non-passive. Other leaders, they have other webinars and things like that. Yeah, I have my own on Sundays during 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern time to be teaching people. We'll be talking about more products. Thank you very much, Milo.
All right, thank you, Engineer Mike. Thanks for all your good words today. And
Milo, excuse me. There's something at 10 a.m. on Saturday too. There's a German,
Okay, that's Angie Hans.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, great. So Angie at 10, Red at 12, and Milo at 2. There you go. So you can fill your day up if you like. All right. Thank you, Mike, for all you do for us. And next up, Dr. Bill, come on down and talk to us for 2 minutes. Give us closing statements.
In the beginning, we had a certain number of leaders who showed up early and they were blessing us with all kinds of things. And I learned from Mike Ellis. I learned from Marty. I learned from Dan Street. Of course, I picked up the initial pictures of Ash. He had those videos done way before I joined. I joined only as late as March of 2020. But the whole concept of taking leaders to the next level, inviting people in to become leaders, is a strategy. And once we started talking to people about being leaders, everybody in On Passive just started pouring out their heart, their mind, their spirit, their soul. And look where we are today with all the leaders who have come forward. So that's the thing I'm most proud of, is to see the growth in the individuals, the growth in the company as a whole, in terms of the leadership quality and content. People stepping up every single month. A new person would step into the leadership role, and it's going to continue from this point. We are not anywhere finished with the leadership development. And, you know, the Global 1000, the Millionaires Club, the things that will happen in the future will all be building leadership. And it's going to be a lot more fun to watch other people. I like sitting in the audience watching the stars perform in front of me. It's kind of fun to see that. So I'm glad to be part of this team, and I'm glad you're part of the team.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Bill. Thank you, Dr. Bill. Thankful for all you do for us. You've been doing it for a long time, and we appreciate it. So next up, we got none other than Mr. Peter Schuer, all the way from Detroit, Michigan. Thanks, Peter, for helping us out tonight.
Absolutely, my pleasure, my brother. And I want to add something that trigger what Robert Oakes from Canada says earlier, and what I said about being yourself. Remember also, I'm going to rephrase Mr. Ash, because sometimes people overlook some of the things that he speaks, because he speaks so much into on passive that sometimes the self-development things that he talk about, we sometimes miss. So remember what he says on Monday. He says, if you want to be a good speaker, this is, I'm not a good speaker at all. I can tell you that. Mr. Ash contacted me when I met him for the very first time on March 2020. No, I take that back, 2021. And he asked me to help out in the Middle East. I speak Arabic too. Okay. I said, like, I don't do webinars. I'm not a good speaker and any of that stuff. So, but the promise said and promise kept until today. Since March 2021, I've been helping in the Arabic webinars, speaking in Arabic, which is a second language to me, because it's been 40 some years since I left Egypt, where I came from, and I'm still helping till today. But I wanted to say what Mr. Ash said about the number 1, 3, and 1. What he says, if you want to speak like Mike Alice, take one sentence of what Mike Alice says and say it exactly like he said it. That's one sentence. Say it 3 times and repeat it for 1 hour. Okay? Repeat the process for 1 hour, and you'll be speaking just as good as Mike Alice. I hope that helps everybody. Good night, everyone. Milo, great show. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Peter. Thanks for adding so much to the show. And next up, we've got, I couldn't do it without her, Miss Lynn Nakamoto. She's been bringing people on to the panel. She is a wonderful person. Lynn, come down and talk to us for a minute.
Sure. Great show, Milo. Great participation, a lot of sharing going on, and help from a lot of the leaders here. Really beautiful, I thought. And what I want to say about Unpassive is what I think is so unique and special about Unpassive. It is our Unpassive community. It is us, the founders of Unpassive. We have a special bond. You know, we are here to uplift humanity. I mean, what other company do you see that where everyone shares that sentiment? So that's what I think is special about where we are today. And I'm very grateful and humbled to be part of this great company. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Lynn. Thanks for all the hard work you do for everyone. And I just want to remind you that as we bind together and we go together, we can do anything. And I remember, I like to say this quote, I always remember when Ash said, I might not be able to change the world, but I can change somebody's world. And then I said, hey, we're changing the world one person at a time. And it started with Mr. Ash Mafaro. So what started out as one guy has now grew into 1.5 million people. Now, what's going to happen when it grows into billions and billions? Do you think we'll be able to change the world? Absolutely, we can. And just remember, you got a friend in me, and I know you got a friend in everyone else out there. So thank you, every one of you, for coming. Everyone that participated, you guys were awesome. I love watching the development of you guys as you come on and you talk. It is a beautiful thing to watch this happening right before our eyes. Once again, remember, if you was not at the show, we wouldn't have a show. There's no need for us coming to talk if there's no one to talk to. You are important. You are awesome. and know that you are more than enough. Whatever position you will have or whatever you do with this company, it's going to work out for you. And I will tell you, just being in it, you're going to win. You can't lose. So thank you everyone for coming tonight. Good night from Nashville.
Good night, everyone. Good night. Good night, Milo. Good show.
Bye, guys.
Good
Thank you,
night
Milo.
from New
Thanks,
York
Lynn.
City.
Southern Ontario.
everybody.
Pennsylvania,
Show, Marlo.
Springtime and
USA.
rain
From
and rain
Hi,
from
everybody.
heaven.
Hi, Dr. Benny.
Watching orange
Milo.
clouds and chains.
Everyone
Falls from heaven.
Thank you very much.
Chevy just
Thank
came
you,
back.
Lynn.
Come back now. Yeah, I love you.
And your
Thank you,
fortune
Lynn.
falling
Good night,
all over
Guyana.
Got a friend.
town.
Bless you.
Sure that your umbrella is
Okay, John, I can
upside
hear about your umbrella.
down.
Bye, Milo.
Radio.
Night, night.
Bye, Richard.